Remarkably, he was Britain's most successful author last year with sales of his incredibly popular children's books worth £17 million. In total he's shifted more than 20 million copies. Walliams has left the likes of J.K. Rowling, Dan Brown and all the TV chefs trailing in his wake. He's even been hailed as the successor to Roald Dahl. Yet the 46-year-old, reported yesterday to be dating glamour model and alleged kidnap victim Chloe Ayling, only turned to writing a decade ago. His debut in 2008, The Boy in the Dress, drew on his own experiences of cross-dressing and sexual ambiguity. It ends with a football match played by boys in dresses. Although the subject material was controversial, the book was adored by children of both sexes. Getty David Walliams was Britain's most successful author last year. With sales worth £17 million, Getty David sold more books than J.K. Rowling, Dan Brown and all the TV chefs last year. It's actually a big responsibility that children are picking up your books. I'm often inspired by someone in real life. David Walliams had a head start because he was already famous but proved he was no one-hit wonder with his follow-up, Mr. Stink, about a girl who takes a tramp home. Both works were illustrated by Quentin Blake. He now has 12 titles to his name including Ratburger, Billionaire Boy and his latest offering Bad Dad. While there have been several successful TV adaptations, Walliams' books are set in the real world of scary schools, corner shops with funny owners and have a scattering of gross toilet humor. Any parent will testify that if there's one thing bound to appeal to children of a certain age, it is bodily functions. Getty David spoke at a BFI South Bank preview of Ratburger, Sky One's TV adaptation of his book. What started out as a sideline now overshadows his entertainment work, including judging on Britain's Got Talent. But he never envisaged how this aspect of his career would take off so spectacularly. His books have been translated into 50 different languages and he now considers being an author his main job. I never really wanted to be a writer, admits Walliams, who grew up in Banstead, Surrey, and changed his name from Williams. I just wanted to be on television doing comedy. I thought I would write just 1 or 2 books, almost selfishly just for myself, but I find writing so rewarding. You are starting with a blank page and the only limit is your imagination. It's actually a big responsibility that children are picking up your books. I'm often inspired by someone in real life. Getty David pictured with BFI programmer Justin Johnson. He has revealed that one of his characters, Bert in Ratburger, is based on a BGT contestant who ate live cockroaches from a bag. It takes about 4 months to write each book and he will make a few notes as he goes along for the current illustrator Tony Ross, who took over because Blake couldn't keep pace with Walliams' prolific output. I enjoy writing for kids, adds Walliams, whose first writing job was for the Ant and Dec show, before his comedy breakthrough with Matt Lucas on Little Britain in 2003. The characters in my books aren't that far removed from those I used to come up with for Little Britain, which were meant to be for adults but were popular with children as well. That's why it surprises me when people sometimes question if I've actually written the books. While Walliams has shown a Midas touch throughout his broadcasting and writing career, the same can't be said of his private life, which is checkered to say the least. Getty David's marriage to Dutch supermodel Lara Stone ended in 2015. After 5 years, his 5-year marriage to Dutch supermodel Lara Stone ended in 2015 and they have a 4-year-old son, Alfred. Since then he has played the field. He has been linked to singer Natalie Imbruglia, Made in Chelsea's Ashley James, film star Kate Beckinsale and Playboy model Emily Agnes. Most recently he was seen out on the town with former Miss Norway contender Sylvia Float, 34. Now, if the reports are to be taken with anything other than a pinch of salt, he is dating a 20-year-old glamour model who is less than half his age and has a fondness for posting revealing pictures of herself online. It might all seem like harmless fun, but Walliams, who suffers from depression which has blighted his life, has spoken in the past of struggling to be alone when he was starting out in comedy. Living without love or affection was becoming more and more unbearable, he wrote in his autobiography, called Camp David. Every day the self-loathing would grow. Death seemed the only answer. In fact, the only time he enjoys being alone with his thoughts is when he is writing. Thursday, March 2, 2017. David Walliams' funniest and most memorable moments. It perhaps explains why he is so willing to throw himself into relationships, often with much younger women, which appear to have little chance of success. Even before meeting Stone he had a reputation as a ladies' man. Previous partners have included comedian Caroline Aherne, actress Patsy Kensit and 18-year-old model Lauren Budd. Speaking about romance, he said, "You fall in love with someone's soul and heart and brain." And therein lies the irony, because while the multi-talented Walliams has, through his books, brought happiness to millions, he still can't seem to find